As we kickstart the 2024 school year, some districts are still facing a big problem: bus driver shortages.
12 News reporter Gabriela Hernandez talked with one school district that is facing this issue.
Oftentimes they can be some of the closest contact and relationships with students because they see them every morning and afternoon. And sometimes we forget that.
Moundridge Superintendent of Schools Cody Ryerson says they're one of many schools across the nation facing a bus driver shortage.
When you mix together in-town routes, rural routes, and activities, when these kids are highly involved, it makes it extremely difficult, especially with the number of CDL drivers lowering.
The shortage prompting creative strategies.
So we've tried to counteract that by getting mini buses that can seat up to 14 students.
But those strategies aren't without their own challenges.
This is challenging because we can't fit as many students on those buses. We do a lot of shuttling of kids. Example would be driving the volleyball team from middle school to Inman, and then coming back and getting the football team and driving the football team to Inman.
Even prompting Ryerson to get behind the wheel.
Yes, I'm a sub driver as the superintendent of schools. Principals that are willing to drive, teachers, superintendents, we're all willing to make it happen, and we have to.
School bus driver employment continues to be far below pre-pandemic levels. Nationwide, there were approximately 192,400 bus drivers working in K-12 schools in September of 2023. That's down 15.1% from September of 2019.
CDL bus drivers are needed everywhere.
Many school districts like USD 423 are offering incentives such as paid CDL and other endorsements needed. In Moundridge, Gabriela Hernandez, 12 News.
Currently now Moundridge short a driver, looking for two. The Heston School District also posting this today on social media, saying they are short drivers. Information on open positions can be found on the district websites.